Okay, number 6, they ask you to graph each sequence on a coordinate plane, decide whether it is an arithmetic sequence or not. If so, give the common difference and the next term in the sequence. So, if I look at this one, 4, 14, 24, 34, so the first term, so my first term has a value of 4. My second term has a value of 14. It's about right there. My third term has a value of 24, which is approximately right there. So if I look at this, I can see that it's supposed to be a straight line. So I can, if everything was exact, you'd see this as a straight line. So yes, in fact, this does represent an arithmetic sequence. So if I were to look at and identify the different parts, my first term in the sequence would be 4. It's increasing by 10 each time, so my common difference is 10. So if I had to write a formula, a recursive definition for this particular sequence, it would be a sub n is equal to 4 plus n minus 1 times the common difference. So in this case, it's 10. Alright, so that's 6. And then the next problem we had to do was number 10. So on number 10, just put that right over here. Number 10, so they're looking at a graph and determining to decide whether the sequence graphed is an arithmetic sequence. If so, give the first term and the common difference. Well, the fact that I'm looking at each of those dots right there, and it looks like they are linear, that in itself would tell me that it is an arithmetic sequence. So let's take a look here. If I'm saying that a sub 1, so the value of the first term, according to the graph, is 4. So the value of the first term is 4. If I look at the value of the second term, that is approximately going to be 2.5. The value of the third term looks like is 1. And the value of the fourth term, to me, looks like a negative 0.5. And the value of the fifth term then is going to be a negative 2. So they ask you, give the first term and the common difference. Well, the value of the first term is 4. So there's the answer to my first part of that problem. A sub 1 is 4. And all I need to do is go 4 minus 2.5. 10 minus 5 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. So my difference, this is decreasing by 1.5 each time. So that's going to be my common difference. And that's number 10. Okay. All right, the next problem we had to do was number 17. So let's scroll down here and do number 17. And on 17, they're asking you to find the first term of the arithmetic sequence with the common difference of 6, and the 21st term is 971. So, okay, this is number 17. Alright. So they tell you on this that we're trying to look for the first term. So we're looking for the value of the first term. That's what we're trying to look for. They tell you that the common difference is 6. And the value of the 21st term, is 971. Okay? So let's start off with the general formula. A sub n is equal to the value of the first term plus the quantity n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay? Now, we're looking for the value of the first term. We're given the value of the 21st term. So if I went a sub 21 is equal to a sub 1 plus 21 minus 1, and my common difference is 6. Okay? Now what is the value of my 21st term? Well, it's 971. So I'm going to replace a sub 21 with 971 is equal to a sub 1 plus 20 times 6. So 971 is equal to a sub 1 plus 120. If I subtract 120 from both sides of the equation, then it's 851 is going to be the value of my first term. Okay. Now it says give the formula for the nth term of this sequence. So looking at the A part now. A part. Well, in general, I have a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times the difference. The recursive definition, so the formula specifically for this sequence then would be a sub n is equal to 851 plus n minus 1, and my difference is 6. So that would be the answer for A, right there. B, that is the recursive definition. And which formula would you find most useful for comparing the 40th term? Why? Well, on the C part of this, for 17, I probably would substituting 40 for n yields the answer in one step. So I would probably use let's see here. Could I simplify this at all? So I want to take this next step. A sub n is equal to 851 plus 6n minus 6. A sub n is equal to 6n plus 851 minus 6 is 845. Okay. Okay, so I would probably say either one of those would be an okay answer. And which formula would you find to be the most useful? Oh, well, probably the second one here would probably be the easiest. So if I'm looking for the 40th term, I would simply go 6 times 40 plus 845. That's going to give me 240 plus 845. So the value of the 40th term then is going to be 1095.